What is up, Libra? How are you all doing? It is time to go ahead and knock out your bonus reading for April 2024. What I am doing when I do bonus readings is I am looking for details that I either completely missed or for whatever reason left out of the main monthly reading. So for those of you who want to schedule a personal reading, just check down there in the description of this video and you will find all the information you need as far as how to go about doing that. So let me get these good vibes in the air and then we're going to get started. So I'm actually starting these off with what's coming in next. All right. What is coming in next for Libra? What's coming in next? Let's get a general energetic overview of the next situation coming in for Libra. What's up, y'all? How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's see. Quick general energetic overview of the next person coming in for Libra. Let's see. Oh, shit. Come on, man. I don't have time for this tonight. I'm just going to set that aside. I'm not going to say anything. Maybe it won't turn out to be that big of a deal. That's the codependency card, by the way. But maybe it won't be that big of a deal. You know, we all have a tendency to slip into that energy every now and then. So, just as long as we don't stay in it. King of Wands. Ooh, okay. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of set this off to the side, and I'm not going to dig up that rabbit hole and start beating that drum to death first thing here. If it comes up again, though, we're going to have to talk about it, but I'm going to set it aside for now. You have completed a karmic cycle. So the next person coming in is on a whole different level. And when I say a whole different level, I'm talking about everything that you have thought you knew about relationships and connections with people and connecting with a person. Everything that you thought you knew is going to be taken to a whole new level. And it may possibly be challenged in a couple of different ways too. That's very common. But you have never connected with anybody quite like this before, and they have never connected with anybody quite like you before either. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Also have Taurus and Aquarius here. A lot of fixed signs, man. You know it could be anybody. Those are just cards that I have on the table. That's about all I'm getting here off this first spread. The only thing that I can really tell you is that all of the cycles that you've experienced in the past, you've completed all those lessons. You don't have anything else that you've been through in the past that you need to learn. Now that doesn't mean the learning lessons are going to stop. Don't ever think that at any point in time, walking the face of this earth, your lessons are going to stop. Oh, hell no. You just level up. You level up and then you learn new lessons. And then once you learn those lessons, you level up and then learn new lessons. And that's just life, you know. But this is a totally different level. You're completely leveling up here. Some of you may have even recently passed a test. You may have been tested. You know, the universe may have put you in a situation to test you, to see if you learned, and you aced it with flying colors. Now, it's time to level up. That's cool. That doesn't come through very often like that. Most of the time, what comes through is that you're about to be tested. I can't remember that I've ever seen it come through that you've already passed a test and now you're leveling up. All right, well, that's about all I can get out of this first spread here. Ooh, happiness, man, shit. Okie dokie. Well, let's see this person's energy. Energy, feelings, intentions, all that good stuff. Let's see. Ace of Cups reversed. Hang on. Don't know what to say about that yet. Hang on. Kind of feels like it might be a fear of this person. Two of Wands reversed. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. This person is afraid of unrequited love. They're afraid of it. They're afraid of falling slap stupid in love and then having it turn out that they're the only ones in love. You know that feeling? You've been there before. You've been there before where you fall on your face in love with somebody and as much about you as I think that may have happened to this person recently. It's Six of Cups reversed, Ace of Cups reversed. So they're kind of afraid of that, So if you're kind of sensing that they're a little bit nervous about something, I think that's it. Because they catching feelings for fast. Maybe a little bit too fast for their own comfort zone. Looks like intentions are solid though. When I pull the intentions spread, what I'm looking for is some bullshit. That's what I'm looking for. Are they lying to you, manipulating you, blowing smoke up your ass, breadcrumbing you, trying to use you, manipulate you? Are they abusive? Or, all that shit, and I'm not seeing any of that here. I'm really not. Little bit nervous, a little bit insecure, but anytime, at least in my readings, when I read a new connection, 99% of the time that comes through, because so many people are dragging their past into a new connection. And it almost always comes through. So that's no big deal. But their intentions look solid. They want to settle down. They want something serious. They want something healthy. So, okay. All right. Yeah, they're ready to leave the past in the past. I don't know, maybe if some of you are a little bit worried that they may be trying to get back with an ex. If you find yourself worried about that, the answer is no, they are not. They're leaving the past in the past. They are not trying to return back and repeat anything from their past. So if you're worried about that, don't. Okay. Damn it. There it is again. But this is in their energy. This is the codependency card, okay? So since it came up for a second time, I'm not going to spend all night digging up that rabbit hole, but we'll talk about it real quick, okay? Emotional codependency means my emotions are somebody else's responsibility, basically, is what that means. That means I have a lonely, empty void that's in my heart. I feel empty, lonely, and incomplete. And I need a lover or a love relationship to be responsible for filling the void in my heart, taking my loneliness away, and basically creating my happiness for me. Basically, that's what codependency means. And what most codependents, what they do is they jump into a new relationship. And whenever you first meet a new person, it's very emotionally explosive, right? It's really explosive. The sparks are flying. There's lots of sexual activity. And, we're just exploding with those pleasure hormones. And then after a while, and that explosive feeling distracts you from your problems. It distracts you from the pain in your heart. All right, so we become kind of addicted to it like a drug. Well, that feeling is very fleeting, very short-lived, and very temporary. Eventually, those feelings are going to start dying down and wearing off. And then once that happens, well, now I'm back to having this big void in my heart because those explosive feelings went away. I thought that was love. But what it really was I was addicted to a chemical reaction of emotions in my brain that distracted me from my pain, kind of like going to the bar and getting drunk. And then that's when you're no longer meeting my needs, right? What that translates into is I have emotional pain that I don't know how to deal with, and I need you to distract me from it. That's what that usually means. So as long as a line is drawn in the sand in the beginning, and you let it be known that, I'm your teammate, we're in this together, right? I'm by your side. We're working through this shit, but, you know, and I'll be there by your side, come hell or high water. But when it all comes down to it, at the end of the day, when the push comes to shove and the nitty gets gritty, your happiness is not my job. I'll do everything that I can for you. I will do everything in my power to help make you feel better. But at the end of the day, you have to participate in your own happiness. That's not my responsibility. That's not my job. And you're not going to put that on me as my responsibility. If you're lonely, empty, and incomplete, and you don't feel the way you want to feel, I'll do the best I can to try to help you, but it's your responsibility to make yourself feel the way you want to feel. And that line has to be drawn in the sand, because if it's not, oh, give it time. Give it time. Give it 4 to 6 months. Then, 4 to 6 months down the line, nothing you do will be good enough. Ever. Everything is always going to be your fault. You're always going to be the bad guy. No matter how hard you try, you're always going to be in trouble, right? It just turns into a toxic fucking mess that spins out of control and usually ends up crashing and burning, you know? But I don't think, like I said, I didn't feel like going into that tonight. That's what I said. That's why I said that when the card first came out, right? So I wouldn't trip too much about it right now. I think mainly the main reason why that person is holding that energy is because they're still healing from what happened to them in the past, right? So just keep an eye on that energy. Just keep an eye on it, okay? Just keep a close eye on that energy. All right. Well, let's see how it plays out for the first month. How is this playing out for the first month? First 30 days. How's it playing out? Knight of Cups. Okay, so this person's opening up pretty quickly. Pretty quickly. Okay. So it may kind of seem in the beginning like things are moving really slow. This is the weird thing. At first, you might think things are moving slow, and then you're going to wake up one day and realize that all along things have been moving much faster than you realized. It's not like they were moving slow yesterday and they're now moving fast today. It's more like I thought things were moving slow, but they're actually moving way fucking faster than I thought they were. Holy shit, Batman, right? So the only thing that kind of concerns me a little bit is this person's insecurities getting the best of them. That's the only thing that kind of concerns me a little bit, especially if things are moving fast. Insecurity and emotional codependency and fast movement can be risky. So far, so good. So far, so good, but let's get the advice. How do we keep this on the right track? Is there any advice? I don't even know if there's anything you can do about this, honestly. Judgment reversed. So do the best you can not to judge the person in the situation right off the bat in the beginning. Don't walk away just because things get tough. And give it time, because within the first 6 to 8 months, there's going to be a lot of growth and expansion between the two of you, and you have not everything. Nothing is what it seems right now. Okay, like I said, you're leveling up to a whole new level. This is a person and a situation unlike anything you've ever dealt with before. So you may be quick to think that you know what's going on here when in actuality you don't, because you've never experienced this before. It may kind of seem like something that you've been through in the past, or it might kind of resemble something that you've seen in the past, but it's not. So just, be patient and observe. Spend the first more than the first month. The first few months just kind of observing and taking note. Okay, without flipping and flying off the handle and assuming that you know what's going on. Just relax and observe for the first few months, okay? This is a totally different level than anything you've ever experienced. All right, let's take a look at the person that you're actually interested in. See, that right there was the next person coming in. That's not necessarily who you're interested in. Let's look at your actual love interest. Any details I missed about Libra and the person they're actually interested in? 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Some of you dealing with a person at the workplace, possibly. 10 of Coins in the upright. Hangman reversed. I'm feeling like you're kind of getting tired of waiting on this. You're starting to draw the conclusion that you've put forth too much energy and too much effort on this situation. Plus, you may come to the conclusion, for whatever reason, that this situation may be some drama that you don't want to be a part of. Now, I'm not sure what this is. I'm not sure if this is some drama that actually pops off between the two of you, or if you're just kind of observing and seeing some things that you didn't see before and coming to the conclusion that this person might be a piece of fucking work that I don't want to work on. You know, some of you, this person may possibly have some addictions that maybe you didn't know about, or maybe you're learning that they have some sort of addiction or unhealthy behavior that's a little bit worse than you thought. You know, like, I'll give you an example. Maybe, okay, I'm going to use a workplace example. Those are my favorite examples. Doesn't have to be a workplace. I'm just throwing this out there. Let's say y'all work together and they gave you a ride. Like y'all took lunch break together one day, right? So they said, hey, this person said, hey, you want to ride with me and we'll get lunch? Okay, cool. And you got in their car and you saw a couple of beer cans on the floorboard. And you're like, oh, so this person likes to knock back a few every now and then. Okay, no big deal. But then you kind of end up finding out that it might be a little bit worse than that. One day you walk up to their car in the parking lot and they don't expect it, and you see them sitting there drinking before they go into work. And you're like, oh. It's like that then. Oh. So you be like an alkie, huh? Oh, shit. Something, again, just a cornball example, but it kind of seems like you're seeing something in this person that's kind of making you think, this person might be a piece of fucking work that maybe I don't want to work on this. Maybe it's some drama that I don't want to be a part of. Devil card. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. Also have 2 Aries cards and a Taurus card here. Also have Virgo as well. Let's see how they feel about you and what their energy looks like. How's this person feel about Libra? How's their energy look generally? Past energy. So this person is very, very hung up on some negative shit that happened to them in the past. Could stem all the way back to childhood for some of you. But I'm not trying to dig that deep in a general reading. Hangman. So I do think there is an interest. This person does have an interest in you, but they're not really 100% sure exactly how they feel. They're kind of up in their head. They don't know what they want. They don't know if they want to get in a relationship or if they just want to be single and play around and play the field. They don't really know what they want. They don't know what they want. So for those of you who are dealing with somebody who's been stringing you along and breadcrumbing you, I don't think they know what they want. I don't think so. Okay. Seven of Swords. No, I do not think this is somebody you can fully trust. No, I don't think this person has been being 100% upfront, genuine, and honest with you. I don't think so. Don't think so. I don't think so. So I wouldn't give them the best intentions in the world. Not with the Seven of Swords there. Well, it kind of feels like we got the outcome in the first spread. Kind of feels like you're drawing the conclusion that this might be a piece of work that you don't want to work on. Let's get the advice. What's the advice? Two of Wands reversed. A final decision has to be made one way or the other. One way or the other. Either I'm going to make this happen with this person or I'm not. One of the two. And whichever decision you make, you got to act on it. Whichever one you make, you got to act on it. Hang on. The only thing that I would say, though, for those of you who do decide that you're definitely going to try to make it work with this person, is proceed with caution and do not sweep the red flags under the rug. Do not do that. You notice a red flag, be mature about it, and bring it up like a mature adult. Don't be shitty about it. Don't be bitchy about it. Don't be rude about it. Not saying that you will, just reminding you. If you notice a red flag, bring it up and shine a gentle little light on it, just to let it be known that you're paying attention, right? It's the only thing I could say. But like I said, proceed with caution. Because this person, they haven't made a decision yet as to whether or not they want something serious or if they want to play games. They haven't even made that decision in their mind yet. So while they haven't made that decision, proceed with caution. Hopefully, ideally, they see that you being a part of their life will add value to their life, and they decide to straighten up their act and, do what they got to do. Hopefully, ideally. But again, we can't make somebody make a certain decision. We can't make somebody see the value that you bring to the table. If you could, I'd be the first one to tell you how to do it, but we can't. So, all right. Past person. Person from the past. Person from the past. Any details I missed about Libra and the person from the past? Page of Cups reversed. If you're wondering whether or not this person is coming forward with a love offer, it don't look like it. I think this person does keep a close eye on you. You're dealing with somebody incredibly immature, right? Incredibly. There might be a very brief conversation between the two of you, but that's about as far as it goes. That'd be best case scenario. Best case scenario, brief conversation, maybe just enough of a chance to get some closure, possibly, but no offers being extended or accepted. That's about it. That's about it. Yeah. That's about it, man. This isn't very deep and profound. This is actually quite simple and kind of boring, to be honest with you. Could be an Aries for some of you. I also have Taurus and Leo here. Ooh, you are coming to your senses about this person. And you don't even feel like it's worth the drama. And that's a good realization to make, because at the end of the day, not only is nobody worth drama in your life, but the minute it starts to become nothing but drama, it's not love. That's not even love. That's control. That is control. What good does drama do? It don't do no good. All drama does is create chaos. And when I say chaos, I don't mean that rhetorically. I mean that energetically. On an energetic level, true chaos cannot be resolved. It can't. Not true, pure chaos. And it's designed that way. Whenever you're involved in any kind of situation that is nothing but true, pure chaos, the only thing you can do is step away from it. That's all you can do. And I think you're seeing that. That there's some people out there, I'm going to tell you what, there are people out there who you can't talk to them. And you have to be able to identify that. You have to be able to identify when there's somebody that you just can't talk to. You can't bring logic to the table. You can't bring reason to the table. They don't want to see things from your point of view. No matter what you say, they're going to grab it and twist it. No matter what you say. You can bring the most logical, rational, reasonable, sound, legitimate argument to the table. They'll twist it. They'll twist anything that you say. They'll take anything that you do and they'll spin it and flip it so that they can stuff you in their box, because they don't want to understand you. They want to cram you in their box, period. End of discussion. And people who are like this will go to any lengths necessary to twist your words and shove them in a box. And you have to understand, when you're dealing with somebody like that, there's no point. There is no point. True maturity comes when you're willing to just let whoever think whatever and just back away from it. 5 of Wands reversed, 5 of Pentacles. Deuces. It ain't worth the drama. Right? Well, I don't even know if that needs advice, man. That sounds pretty fucking solid to me. That's what I would tell you to do. I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit more advice the tarot has to give. So I'll throw a couple of cards on the table. But that sounds pretty fucking good to me. Let's see. What's the advice here? What's the advice? What's the advice for Libra and the past person? What is the advice? 2 of Pentacles. You want to weigh out your options when it comes to dealing with this person. Last shuffle, last one. Queen of Wands reversed. Yeah, sometimes you just got to be the bigger person and step back, man. Sometimes you got to be the bigger person and step back. Sometimes you just got to give people the last word. That's another thing. True maturity comes when you let somebody, especially the person who's in the wrong, when you let the person in the wrong have the last word, that's when you know you're really maturing. Go ahead and have the last word. I don't need it. You know why? Because my words are going to manifest into reality and yours are not. That's why I don't need the last word. I remember them good old days. I think we've all been there. You know, we've all been a right fighter. You know, we all want to be right. We want that last word, especially when we know we're in the right, you know. And then there comes a time where you realize that you're dealing with a situation or a person who doesn't want a solution. They don't want a resolution. They don't want to work things out. All they want to do is fight, bicker, bitch, and argue. And they are going to fight, bicker, bitch, and argue no matter what you do or what you say. And then you let them have the last word. You say your piece, and then let them say their piece, and then you back away, and you make your words manifest into reality. That's all I need. And I guess at the end of the day, that is me having the last word. Because if your words are nothing but fucking farts in the wind and my words actually manifest into reality, then who really got the last word, right? Just saying. Now, I think the majority of you seem to be handling this situation pretty damn well, honestly. Hey, I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It could be hurtful to have to handle a situation like this, but I think the majority of the Libra collective that follows me knows exactly what to do in this situation. You know exactly what to do. And for the Libra collective inquiring about a past person, this is going to be a major, major test. So the Libras at the beginning of the reading have leveled up. The Libras still dealing with a past person are about to level up. And I think this is going to be a test to see if you're ready to level up. Sweet. I think a lot of you are. I think a lot of you are going to have your wishes fulfilled in 2024. As long as you pass the test. All right, well, I feel like those were the messages that my Libra friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all once again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check down there in the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.